What's good, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today I have a very interesting video because I am joined with Figsy, who is a low champion player. Figsy, welcome to the channel, bro.
Hey Zigzag, thanks for having me on. I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely. So Figsy has been playing the game for 9 months competitively, which is a little less than my 3 years, but he's making some good strides, and he's a 1,265 rated. I thought it'd be a fun video to play Figsy until he beats me, so we'll start off on NPZ, then move to no moving, and then off to moving. If you see the videos a bit shorter, then perhaps Figsy has beaten me early. Also, Figsy has a YouTube channel, which will be linked in the description, so go ahead and check that out. And Figsy, any last words before we head into the games?
We've played before and I've never beaten you. I didn't even come close in our no moving, panning, zooming duels. So I'm definitely going to struggle in that mode. I've been grinding no moving hard lately, and moving's my strongest set. So we'll see how we go. But if I can get a win early, I'll be really happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, best of luck, my friend.
Yeah, good luck, good luck.
Okay, also, it's 2 hours till I have to go to the airport, so yeah, if this goes over an hour, then I'll probably just have to make it a part 2 when I get back from Sweden. And also, I would like to set a 2,500 like goal on this video. If we could smash that, that'll be amazing, guys. First one here is a pretty easy Bangladesh. No doubt Figsy will know this one, as, you know, it's pretty known by now. And he's a little closer, so a good start for Figsy here. That's going to be, what? 84 points of damage. Okay, not too bad. Next round here, we have the Cocos and Keeling car. It's probably a good start for Figsy because it's just going to run up the multipliers here. And, well, I guess it's a matter of, does he know his Google cars? Well, he most certainly does. Once again, closer there. Very nice stuff. It's going to be a matter of 4 points this time. So a very slow start to the duel. That's probably a good thing because we're into the multipliers now. Figsy could do some damage on a really difficult round. This one is interesting. It's going to be generation 3 or 4. I actually can't tell. It's kind of cloudy. 2024 copyright. I think this is Kenya. I think this is Western Kenya or perhaps even Rwanda. But I thought more Kenya. It's very flat for Rwanda. That's my main concern if we wanted to actually guess Rwanda. So I'm probably just going to go Kenya here. Out in the west, somewhere around here should be correct. We'll see. And it was Rwanda there. He hedges. It was just an exceptionally flat one. Oh, we were in the mountains and we just didn't see any of them. So there you go. Really good start for Figsy. And moving on to 1.6 times damage. Yeah, we appear to be in Kyrgyzstan here. We have blue painted poles. That is interesting for sure. I don't remember where the blue painted ones are. I'm trying to recall, but I don't. So do we see any other metas here? I was practicing Kyrgyzstan recently with Eddie, but I don't think I see anything here that actually gives it away. So it doesn't necessarily give big city vibes. This is an interesting apartment, but I guess I would probably just hedge middle of the country here. Like it's not autumn, so probably can hedge a bit further northwest here and just hope for the best, I reckon. And okay, it was actually in one of the southern cities there. Yeah, so Figsy hedging even more than me, and it's 1.1k damage here. So we're all of a sudden in a bit of a pinch. You know, we've still got plenty of health to work with, but it's not a nice way to have started this one. This is Gen 2 South Korea. I think it's normally on the main highway. I'm trying to think where that would, which one that would be. I think it's going to be around here somewhere, as far as I remember. And wow, another really nice guess. Figsy is turning up. Sends the Das Crazy emoji. And yeah, I mean, really nice play so far. Okay, so next one here, clearly Brazil. This pole has a little bird's nest on it, so that often reminds me of the south of Brazil. I think it does quite look like Rio Grande do Sul, but the question is, do I want to hedge it a bit more? Maybe it could just be Piranha, Sao Paulo, in which case we could be in trouble here. But it really does look like a wooden pole, so I think I'm happy to just go RGDS here. And, oh no, it was actually Sao Paulo. So Sao Paulo and RGDS are the two states where you normally get the wooden poles. And that's just really unfortunate. So we, I mean, maybe it is just GG here. Maybe it is just GG. We'll see. 2.5 times damage. We are in Bolivia or Peru? Peru. This is a Peruvian pole top. We don't have much of an option to make ballsy guesses here. We're going to go middle of Peru and hope that he doesn't plonk the right half here. And it was middle, so that's at least something there. He also opts for the same tactics, which is probably wise. And we get 500 points of damage. So finally, maybe I made the multipliers too aggressive here. I'm a bit worried now. I gotta lock in. Next one here. It's just gonna be in Sri Lanka. We have like a random mountain here. I feel like that I see that in the middle of Sri Lanka quite a lot, which is good because I don't really want to make a really ballsy guess here. We could be at this reserve. We have like a random mountain east. Could be the case. Could be the case. Was nearby, so that's a good result for us. And we are locking in. Come on, guys. I'm not here to lose this one on the first duel. Although that is kind of funny if it happens. 3.1 times damage. Theoretically a good round for us. I think Bulgaria came to mind at first. No. Where is this? It's actually difficult. We're definitely driving right. We have blue strips, I think. Normal looking guardrail. Kind of interesting trees. It could be... Why do we have an antenna? It's not... It could be Germany. It does kind of give me an Autobahn vibe. Is it 2023? It should be. Actually can't make out the copyright. This is, I think Austria, Germany are more likely. I'm just gonna go here. And it is actually Austria there. And wow, he goes Norway, very reasonable guess. And that is gonna be GG damage. Oh my goodness, guys, that had me on the edge. I think we actually gotta go and join Figsy and the mic and talk about that one. Because that was a crazy duel. Figsy, bro, you had me sweating there, man. Come on,
game,
bro.
man, good game. I was Norway, Austria in that round. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. I was Germany, Austria, and Bulgaria. I don't know, the trees gave me a bit more of a south vibe. Yeah, crazy one. Let's head in again, shall we?
I had some lucky guesses, I'll be honest.
Well, you know, you seem to be playing nicely to me. That's all I can say. So we'll see. All right, good luck.
Yeah, let's do it. Good luck.
Back in we go here for the last NMPZ game. I'm happy to have survived the first one, and I hope I can just assert a bit of dominance now. Come on. We made our nice guess just then. We need to make more now, because he could have just knocked us out if he went Austria. Okay, here we are in Russia. We have like these kind of smallish pine trees, which are quite associated with the Kazan area. That being said, I think I'm going to go for a more moderate guess here. Could it ever be Ukraine? I'm pretty sure this is Russia. I'm going to go for a more moderate guess and guess in Vladimir here. Let's see. And okay, well, it's actually just near Moscow. Yeah, Ukraine's a really reasonable guess there. At the end, I was kind of considering it. 838 points of damage. 36, I guess. Yeah, so that was a nice start there. Okay, next one. Looking at some more Bangladesh. Heavily farmed here, so I think this is more north. I'm just gonna go here. I think this is a reasonable guess. Let us see. Ends up being towards the south there. Some damage for Figsy. Nothing too crazy though, of course. And we head through to the Maltese. So here we go. Let's see what the Maltese bring on this occasion. We've got a bit of Tunisian action here. North, slightly northwest. I think it really does feel like this kind of area here, right? So maybe like here. Yeah, this should be a fine enough guess. We'll see. Okay, it's a little bit further south than what I thought. Figsy is also in the right area, so it's nothing crazy. 125 points there. Okay, 1.6x damage now. This feels like it's going to be like a Czech or a Slovak poll, and I think the coverage feels more Czech. So yeah, I'm gonna send it in Czechia here. Should be a good enough guess, I reckon. It's relatively hilly, but nothing crazy, so I think the middle of the country probably fits the best. Often you get this coverage near Ostrava, but it can just be west as well, so we'll find out soon enough here, but I'm relatively confident about the country, so let's see if I'm right about it. And it was actually Western Czechia there. Yugoslovakia, also pretty reasonable. You do occasionally get that coverage there, so not a terrible guess. But yeah, it was just more so Western Czechia there. Okay. Next one here, 1.9x damage. And we are in British Columbia here, I'm pretty sure of it. These guardrails, single yellow line. I think it's more Vancouver Island here, but I'm not too sure about that. I'm gonna send it in, because I think the vegetation being so lush and dense reminds me of that, and also the tall trees. Can just be anywhere in the south of the province though, I think, so we'll find out soon enough if Figsy gets the vibe or not. And let's see. Okay, well, it's just in the south of Vancouver Island there. We're a fair bit closer. It's going to be good enough for 500 points of damage. Figsy got it as well. We move forward to 2.2 times damage, which is going to be somewhere in the US. Been practicing my US. This gives me a southern vibe. These pine trees have fairly long needles. More common in the south, I would say. Alabama was calling my name a little bit here. In all honesty, Alabama, yeah, feels pretty good to me. Feels pretty good to me. I think I like Alabama. I could see Carolinas here. That's also a kind of a concern here. But I think Alabama commonly, this is my own meta, but it commonly has no road lines. So let's see if I'm right about that. And it was Louisiana even. Carolina's very reasonable guess. That's probably my second guess, but yeah, Louisiana also makes sense. I think we may have even been going Rice there. Could that be my memory serving me incorrectly? But that would be very much like a Louisiana thing. Here we are in Europe. We got the back of the car. It's a difficult round. Okay, what do we think here? Looking for the copyright here would be somewhat useful, I think. Can't see it anywhere though. It's a fairly disguised one. I think we'll forget about the copyright for now. Yeah, we will. Okay, I thought Bulgaria here. I also thought Italy. Yeah, it's fairly rocky mountain. Could be Romania. I don't know. I feel like I just hedge Western Bulgaria here because that's really my true thought. Just hope it's not some crazy like Germany or something, which it honestly could be, but I don't really like that too much. So let's see here. And it was actually Slovakia. Very difficult round. I anticipated he would go Romania or Bulgaria, but if he nailed it, it would have been almost knockout damage. So pretty lucky to have gotten away with not the best guess there. Next one, 2.8 times damage. Yeah, the houses feel Dutch. It wasn't my first vibe, but the houses do feel Dutch or maybe Danish. think everything felt very Dutch here though. Number plate on that truck is covered up. Could be Germany here, 2021. Okay, should be Netherlands then in my opinion. Or a really weird Denmark, like all the way south, like on this peninsula maybe, or here. He goes Denmark, very reasonable guess. Was North Netherlands there, and that will be GG. Okay, on we move to a bit of no moving action here. This is already starting to be more so Figsy's forte, and he knows Kabupaten. So fortunately, nothing's really readable here. Looks like the roofs are very Balinesian as well, and this is super flat for Bali. I'm wondering even if we could just be somewhere nearby. Mountains maybe east here? Yeah, they're huge mountains east. Okay, this is interesting. So super flat in Bali with east mountains. I guess you'd go here maybe? This could make some sense to me. But the mountains are like quite huge. What about over here? And then west. Do we see any mountains west? I don't think we really did. No, not particularly, not particularly. I'm gonna try it out here. And okay, was actually, wow. That was a surprising amount of Hindu roofs, I guess. Yeah, so all the way out in central Java there. Exclave of Buddhists. Okay, next one here should be Finland or Sweden with the white car with the long antenna. It looked more Finnish. I'm not too sure about that. Well, I think it is Finland, but I'm not all the way certain. I think it's actually kind of likely to be the border area anyway if it is Sweden. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah, the trees are pretty like thin. It's probably even further north than what I clicked. I went for a bit too much of a hedge, and yeah, it was on the Russian border there. Actually, the Russian border does have more like random small rocks around the place as well, so yeah, we don't have to worry too much. That was pre-Maltese. Now we lock in and make our nice guesses. This one is Eswatini pole tops. I'm just going to slam it in here. It feels like a bigger city, so normally you can just go between Manzini and Mbabane if you get this kind of urban vibe. Northwesterly big mountains. Also fits for probably Manzini, I guess. Actually, fits for both, really, so we'll find out soon enough. And it was, yeah, just the outskirts of Manzini there. You go to South Africa, which is very reasonable. It was not an easy Eswatini. Eswatini is really easy when you're out in the middle of nowhere, but inside a city, it can look a lot like ZA, but we had that kind of reddish soil. Pole tops also fit. This is going to be somewhere in RG. It feels kind of southern, but also tons of poplar trees. So tons of poplars you kind of get at this latitude. So I'm thinking inside New Ken province. It could be Esquel area, but it could be up to Mendoza. I think where I am right now makes a lot of sense, actually. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. Should be correct enough, I believe. Let's see. And wow, it was actually Mendoza there. So really nice guess. Fortunately, that guess didn't come later. It's 2.1k. Yeah, I was definitely thinking more New Ken than Mendoza, but Mendoza was always possible with those trees. Next one here, we're Nigeria. We have the red car. And the vibes are kind of east here as well. I definitely like kind of this region here, I think. I'm going to go a bit north of Enugu here, or a bit east of Enugu, rather. Tons of cacti here. I wonder if that could be regional. Wow, Joss, really? It was so green. Must have been wet season. Again, 1,000 points of damage. Okay, so Figsy's turning it up here, guys. 2.2 times damage. Okay, let's see what we manage here. Japan, southern vibes for sure. See if we get a pole. We do get a pole. Okay. We have one pole marking, which is not too useful. I think maybe Shikoku. Yeah, trees feel rather Shikoku or Kyushu. I think I'm more comfortable with Shikoku than anything, so I think I'll go for that. Mountain range kind of runs north-south, which is... I don't really know if that's the best. Like, it probably fits Kyushu a bit better. I'll hedge for Kyushu here. Hedge for Kyushu in Shikoku. Okay, it was all the way out here. That was my third option, but that's rough again, guys. 800 again. Oh my gosh, we're literally at such a disadvantage now. Maybe it's going to be a quick video. Okay, 2.5 times damage now. Eswatini again. Big ridge southeast of us. And I think we see the border ridge to our south there, maybe? Oh no, it's very polluted, so it's hard to say. Maybe this gave me more of a north vibe, but I'm probably just going to end up hedging pretty central. Let's pick somewhere with a southeast ridge here. We kind of need to be accurate here, don't we? Southeast ridge. I mean, maybe this area here makes the most sense, really. I think so, because it's pretty flat off to our north. Wow, Eswatini is posing some problems here for good old Figsy. 3.6k damage there. We needed that badly. I thought he would know the country, but Eswatini, I mean, like, South Africa's just less likely when it's Gen 3, so you should always consider when it's Generation 3, Eswatini or something. Okay, this is interesting. Brazil. We could just lose here. That's more of like an Amazonian palm, I could say. Grass is really long here in a way that you do kind of expect to see a lot of the time in Tocantins, so I think that's where he's going to guess. And to be honest, I do kind of think it is Tocantins here. We have a lot of Amazonian palms though. Maybe it's a bit further north. It is very hilly for there as well. I feel like I just go for that. Let's see. Yeah, it was Tocantins. Okay, he goes out in Accra. Yeah, sometimes, like, Figsy is making better guesses than I'm expecting sometimes, and worse than I'm expecting sometimes. I guess that's like, you know, everyone's at their own stage of development. That was an interesting game, and well played to Figsy there. Had me on the ropes again. But experience wins out. I'm happy with that. And let's go through to our final no-moving game before we head off to the moving ones. or I think it might not go so well for me. We'll see. Okay, next one here. Okay, it's going to be actually in... Okay, we have a very red road going northwest in Botswana here. Are we on this road or are we on this road? Sometimes this southern road looks like that. It's kind of bending both ways. So you could say like, just trying to visualize how it looks. So going northwest but bending both ways. Like I do think this area here works quite nicely. You do get a bit of red road here, but I'm worried about the southern road as well. So we'll find out. It should be one of the two in my opinion. And oh my gosh, it was up there. No way. Crazy one. I mean, I did not recognize the landscape. And again, Southern Africa is not Figsy's strong point. Interesting. But I fumbled that as well. It should have been way more damage for us. This one looks like it's going to be somewhere in Andorra. I guess I'll spin around. But yeah, this is pretty clearly Andorran architecture. If you don't know it, these kind of grayish bricks mixed in with some reddish bricks. I mean, or rocks really. Very, very much like just particular to this like Pyrenees corridor here. So very, very, very useful architecture to know. Probably the first architecture meta you do learn. Okay, next one here. We're in double blue strip place with Italian language. Okay, I like it. So really this feels a bit far out. I think it might be Sardinia or Sicily, kind of between those two right now. Green hills, that's interesting. Architecture feels fairly normal. I might do a water hedge here. I might do that. I don't really get a strong vibe for anything. We have like southernish looking architecture and that's about it. So I'm gonna go for the water hedge here. And it was actually Sardinia. He goes northern Italy. And yeah, okay, I should have trusted myself, but on a video I filmed recently, I did trust myself and it went badly. So yeah, 1.6 times damage now. And we're in Monaco. Looks like Monaco to me. Yeah, should be. And I'm just gonna send it in here. This should be a fairly straightforward Monaco. He hedges France for the fun of it, but we are close to there. 3 points of damage. We're flawless so far, but not that I've been playing. Whoa, how did I spin it that fast, bro? That was sick. Not that I've been playing that well though. Northern South Africa here. It's like autumnish coverage. This should be pretty specific, I feel. 2022. Okay, interesting. So it's not the new Kruger National Park stuff. In which case, I would say it's probably just northern South Africa, like up here somewhere, like near Polokwane, Louis, Tricard. There we go. And it was up there. Nice. Okay. Yeah, should have committed a bit more, but can't complain. That's still going to be 500 points of damage. 2.2 now. Looks like Omsk to me. So we do have 2021 copyright. That feels good. Figsy goes straight in. Interesting. Figsy often likes to put the pressure on, which I really respect. I think this one is just Omsk somewhere though. And yeah, we go for the exact same guess and we're both pretty close indeed. Omsk is that way where you have like that very dark brown soil. You have these clumps of birch trees everywhere. It's flat. It's always dead flat as a pancake. Very green. So yeah, that's how you recognize it. This one's like an eastern Lesotho. Lesotho, if it's like more urban, go western. And if it's more rural and kind of dead like this, go center or eastern. I went a bit too far east where there's no coverage, so kind of a silly guess, but we only lose 400 points. I hope that isn't the difference between me winning and losing this duel. But okay, 2.8 times damage now. We'll see what's going down. Looking like it's going to be somewhere in Eastern Europe here. Okay, so 2022 copyright. We do have like a flat-sided speed sign here. So this might remind me a bit of Croatia, Slovenia, I think. I'm going to go for that. I mean, the fire hydrant is not blue, so maybe it's actually Slovenia. But definitely with these poles and this architecture reminds me of that part of the world. They just have like kind of very plain round poles, generally speaking. I think this actually might be over the border. And okay, it was actually exactly where I clicked instead. Difficult round, he goes Poland, and that will be enough to take the dub. So yeah, Croatia is a country that poses a lot of problems because there's no easy way to get it, so to speak. So yeah, that makes sense to me. But let's say GG's and talk about our upcoming moving game. Figsy, GG's there, bro?
Yeah, GG's, man. Some nice games.
We had 2 real close ones and 2 not so close ones. Now we're heading through to moving though. So what are your tactics going to be?
I'm a moving player predominantly. So I'll be, some countries I'm better at than others, like Indonesia, I learn all the cabs. So I'll go for the cabs in Indonesia, or the Philippines, I go straight for provinces. And then countries that I haven't learnt moving things on, I sort of just use my region guess. So we'll see how we go. It should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's see how many Southeast Asian ones you can destroy me on, or if I'll get lucky and avoid them. All right, good luck.
GG's. Good luck.
Okay, here we go on moving. I mean, if we get Indonesia, my tactic is to instantly guess. This one is Northern Territory or Western Australia, however. It's interesting. I think I actually do want to go for some information here. If we could make it out to a main road. Okay, what's this pole, for example? It's more of a Western Australian style, I would say. So somewhere up in the north of Western Australia. Maybe a bin could actually be quite useful here. BRC. What about this one? Just also BRC. I think it should be a city starting with B then. Broome Regional Council, maybe? I think that's probably what it stands for. I'm gonna go for it. They do have that coverage there. No. Wait, I got fully baited by one poll. I didn't even check any license plates because I was sure that was a Western Australian poll. But, okay, interesting. I guess Broome probably doesn't have those polls, to be fair. But okay, next one here. We have a blue car, and we appear to probably be in Mexico, I guess, for that reason, yeah. Okay, he might not know it's Mexico because it kind of looks like Colombia, so I'm just going to go straight for Chiapas here. Which, I mean, when it looks like Colombia, Chiapas is often the answer. So I hope it's a decent guess. Actually, maybe second thoughts, maybe in the mountains of Veracruz. We have this very dark pole, which, I mean, it's my own fake meta that kind of works for that region. And it was the mountains of Veracruz, or, you know, just over the border. And yeah, he went Colombia. I knew that would be a really good one to fast send because it 100% looked like Colombia. So yeah, 1.3 times damage now. We are not out of the woods yet. We still have to guess well here. This is going to be Argentina. Are they huge mountains northeast? No, and just clouds. Okay, do we have anything here? I don't want to give him too much time here. It does feel quite south. Do we have anything on the car here? No, nothing on the car. Okay, so this is kind of the main road view. Still getting more of a south vibe here. Yeah, I'm not going to let it go too much longer. Okay, he's put us in. Okay, in which case I'll just go to the intersection here. Nothing much. Okay, let's get our guess in here. I thought maybe Mendoza more so this time. Okay, we move off it. It was actually New Ken this time. He also goes in San Juan, so it's not too bad. That was kind of a throw-in guess, to be honest. Should have just got my marker down and guessed instantly. This one, US, okay. So that's an interesting plate, but yellow there. Let's actually check another one here. New Jersey plates. I'm going to go straight in for it. I would assume that he would know that. It already gave me a bit of a New Jersey vibe, and I'm very certain that we're there now that I saw those plates. Do we have some more of them? Yeah, New Jersey plates everywhere here, so we're probably not even that close to New York. We're probably actually just in New Jersey. And yeah, it was just a coastal New Jersey there. He's in Florida, so that's going to be GG damage. Let's head in again. Game number 2 here, we've got a bit of Danish. This one was just an insta-send because we don't want him to get useful info. Denmark is quite small, so we're fine. 1 point of damage, 1 singular point here on the first round. Okay, India is on the menu next. We have a straight crossbar, so thinking of Karnataka here. I think we should actually go for some language here. We also have the old 2022 coverage here. Oh no, it is 23, okay. Okay, let's see if we can make out some language here at this crossing. Okay, the billboard is completely blank, interesting. That is kind of annoying, actually. I want to guess Karnataka. I just want to get some language first. I think it's actually going to be a good play in India. Why not, you know? They're not writing anything anywhere here. So I'm going to go northern Karnataka. No time to really do otherwise. So let's go there. It was Karnataka, all the way south, on the border with Tamil Nadu. You know, that was not bad. We get 1,400 points of damage there. Yeah, he opted to just go for the guess, which I respect as well. But I knew that those polls are most common there. Next one here is going to be just Qatar with the flags. I mean, maybe one day there'll be a Bahrain 50-50, but for now, not the case. I think there was actually maybe Google Driver job ads a few years ago in Bahrain. So, you know, now that we're getting all the Gulf states, probably Kuwait and Bahrain and Saudi Arabia will follow, but Yemen might take a while away. We're in Bishkek here, probably, I would imagine. Okay, that is a mountain north, which is interesting. Maybe not then. Pretty big mountain south, though, which I like. Do we have any clue here on the car itself? No, not really. So yeah, I'm probably just going to go Bishkek. Well, it's Bishkek there. For some reason, we both go western suburbs, but it was actually southern suburbs, which is fair enough. And we're up to 1.9 times damage. What can we do here? Looking like Korea here. I mean, you guys know me on Korea. There's really no point in doing anything but plonk in the middle. And would you look at that? Those tactics work out nicely for us there. Ends up being a solid 500 points of damage. So we've got a almost 2,000 point lead here, but Figsy, all he needs to do is find one Kabupaten and we're in trouble. But it won't happen this time. This is looking like it's going to be British Columbia or maybe Idaho or something. Now I'm getting more US vibes. Have a look at this landscape. Yeah, Idaho works quite nicely, I feel. Anything up there. Wait, maybe these trees are even a bit further south. Wyoming would be hard to get though. Wyoming in the mountains is pretty rough. Montana and Idaho work, but I think the trees were not quite so northerly looking. I was going to switch over to Colorado, I think, if I could have. Okay, so that wouldn't have really helped with it. Next one here, we got the red car. It's very sandy. The purple flowers are a meta for one part of Ukraine, but I forget where. I'm gonna try up here. Maybe it's up here though. It should be north though with these wildflowers. Feels fairly Russian, fairly like northerly. It was up here. Maybe that is the meta. I can't actually remember where the purple flowers are meant to be a thing for. Okay, 2.8 times damage now. What are we gonna see? Okay, we're in Iceland. Not the best for me, to be honest. So we have a forest here, which is interesting. North, we see, so we've got like a north-south fjord here or something. The mountains are kind of southeast of us. I don't think we're up here. No, where are we though? Are we just here, or are we just up here? Maybe it is this. Only makes quite a bit of sense, but not enough sense for me to go there. I'm actually gonna go western here. I think it's more likely. Oh, and it is eastern. Wow. Okay, this one's super distinctive, I reckon, with the north-south fjord and the kind of smaller mountains. But yeah, I mean, I just don't know Iceland like that, unfortunately. 3.1 times damage. Chile. It feels like we might be growing wine nearby. Or is that? What's that? Some kind of fruit. Yeah, this shouldn't be too far from Santiago then, in my opinion. Just slightly north of it or slightly south of it. Ooh, we get a really close guess there. And he was not able to figure out that it was Chilean signage there. So that's okay. Let's head in again here and see if we can take a 7th game consecutively. Interestingly, was the no moving games where I felt a little bit less comfortable so far. I guess it just proves that the no moving ones, sometimes you just have limited info and you can't make an optimal guess. But yeah, okay, next one here. This is not so good looking. I think it's Belgium. .be. Okay, am I speaking French? Okay, that's really all we need here. There's probably like signage for a town nearby, but this is going to be enough to just go in Wallonia. Okay, we plonk outside of Namur and it ends up being there, which is obviously a nice start. 109 points of damage. Looks like I knew where I was going. That is not the case. I was just plonking it down. Okay, we'll see what happens on round number 2 here. Korea. Yeah, bro. Catch you later. It was, but this time Figsy goes for the middle hedging tactics. We do a bit of damage. Okay, 1.3 times damage now. Let's see what round number 3 has in store for us. It's going to be a Uruguay. Interesting, like terrible road quality here. It's interesting. It's like very wavy landscape, which I don't know. I see this in a few different places. There's this, like, it kind of looks like down here, and then it ends up being here a lot of the time. So I'm actually try this, and yeah, it was over there. Okay, nice guess from Figsy as well, though, and it's going to be 21 points of damage. So we maintain a flawless, although he's been close every round so far, so nothing too crazy. 1.6 on round 4. We're in a Taiwanese something here. We're up in the mountains, so it should just be mainland Taiwan, but it feels weird. I think it's north. Or could we be looking into China? No. I was just thinking, like, maybe it could be one of these territories out on the coast and we could be looking into the Chinese mountains, but we're too elevated for that, I'm pretty sure. So I'm curious to see where we are, though. When it was Taipei, that makes sense to me. Yeah, he goes an island. It definitely had island vibes. Very interesting. It was just this national park, though. So that's a curious round, to be honest. We move forward to 1.9, where we're in Misiones province in RG, I would say here. So let's see. Yeah, feeling good about that. Where do we want to go exactly, though? It's kind of hilly. I think, like, most of the Gen 3 would probably be found around here, so I'm just going for that. Does end up being down there? I mean, that's just kind of, like, knowing that the coverage is more dense down here. I mean, even if you look on the map, you can see there are just more roads, so kind of makes sense as a hedge if it kind of looks normal. Next one here, what copyright do we have? 2023, light blue car, big rumble strips, and we're going north, slightly northeast, probably on the coast over here, I would imagine. Vegetation doesn't feel too far north. Like, I would imagine that it may even be more so around here, although with the hilliness, I'm not too sure. I think this is a reasonable guess like that. Ends up being a slightly further up the highway, but that is going to be good game damage. A flawless there on moving, which I'm pretty happy with myself for. Okay, in we jump once again here. This is looking like maybe Bulgaria or Croatia with this kind of landscape. Copyright 2021 would make us in Bulgaria here, I do believe, because Croatia only got Gen 4 in 2022, same with Slovenia, and then Greece also doesn't have 2021, so, and this road is very pale, so I really like Bulgaria here. Does end up being southern Bulgaria there. He is in Czechia. Man, the high pressure insta-guesses here really paying off for us. I think I maybe should have been guessing instantly, maybe more often here. But okay, next one here, it's going to be somewhere in Kazakhstan. We're going south-southwest with the dirty car. Now, the dirty car, which a dirty car is this? It's quite hazy here. We should actually move to take a look at this. Okay, Gate City. Interesting. 18. What do we have here? Okay, we do have the massive mountains southeast, so should be outside Almaty here. We're going south-southeast. Maybe this road here or something like that could work with quite a bit of accuracy. We've got a overhead here, although this road doesn't actually work, but I do think it is somewhere nearby like that. So let's find out. Was a little bit further southeast there, but that is a pretty good result. Yeah, nice. Okay, round 3. A little flag on the antenna. Maybe that pull top would indicate Romania here. Yeah, you do occasionally get that one there. And Nepal also, I mean, it's a bit weird. It's certainly a weird one for Romania, so I just want to confirm here. Yeah, should be correct, should be correct. I mean, I don't think I ever seen that pull top in the other holy pole countries, so should just be like around here, maybe. Okay, nice. It was northern Romania. I respect that guess a lot. That makes sense in my mind as well. But the holy poles were just not the right kind for Spain. So bit of a high pressure situation there. Next one here, we do have some interesting bollards here. What are they? Let's see. It reminds me of like kind of the quad point with this very red soil. So maybe the Utah side could make quite a bit of sense here. I think that would be my main thought here. It could be any of the other ones though. I'm gonna go here. Okay, wow, that is extremely red soil for Wyoming. 700 points of damage. Figsy is on the comeback now. Let's see, 1.9. We haven't gotten any Indo or Philly, and this one is going to be no exception. I think this is actually Malta, maybe. Okay, yeah, Garage, yeah. I really thought at first we were in Spain, but even if we didn't have language, we had the double yellow lines for no parking, so... Figsy continues his comeback here. It's going to be 51 points of damage, and it's 2.2 times damage now. Will we get Indonesia? That's really the big question here, I feel. Nope. It's going to be like a southern-ish Norway. Let's actually lock in. I want to get this right, because I missed one of these the other day. So we have like a lot of pines. Last time I saw this exact landscape, okay, what direction is the water here? So, okay, we have kind of biggish mountains. Okay, there's no water. Well, there is a lake to our west with all directions hills as well. Like, I saw this exact landscape here, and I'd guessed down here, so maybe I should try this again. I think I'll just, I think I'll play it safe here a bit, and go in this town right here. Yeah, it ends up being Oslo. I don't know, I guess they just look quite similar, but I thought maybe I was cooking up something there. That is okay, 1.4k damage. I mean, there are hundreds of towns with that exact landscape, so yeah, not to worry. Next one here, we've got a bit of Slovenia / Austria action, probably more Austrian here. Let's make it to some signage. Yeah, looking more Austrian to me. And then looking fairly generic. So I'll just click in the mountains in the east where they're not the hugest mountains. And it was a bit more eastern there, which is going to be enough for the GG. I feel like it's only a matter of time until we get around with really good info for Figsy, but arbitrary world may be the problem. We may have to switch the map as well. Let's see here. We've got some Italian. It doesn't necessarily mean we're in Italy. But, yeah, white car long antenna is really common there. It should be Italy here indeed. Now, what landscape is this? The mountains are fairly big, but they're kind of all directions as well. Okay, those are huge mountains to our west. This should be pretty 5Kable. Like, we're in a small valley between huge mountains with smaller ones to our north and a huge mountain to our south. Like, what? Where do you guess? Where do you guess here? Are we, like, here or something? Somewhere around there. Okay, yeah, it's over there. That makes more sense. Huge mountain south. Slightly smaller stuff north. It's going to be good damage for us. Yeah, he goes in the Po Valley. That was, those mountains were simply too big to be that far south. Okay, round number 2 here. Okay, we finally have, okay, it's actually Thailand, not Indo. Never mind. I don't see any palm trees at all. So I think this is quite far north, actually. Oh no, we do have quite a few palms here. Okay, I'm going to temper my guess a bit. South mountains we have, and then not too much else. I'm gonna go middle. I do kind of think like around here would work fine. Okay, well, it's actually tuck there. That's fair enough. Okay, 1.3 times damage here in Senegal. Yeah. Now let's take a look at this sign in case it's anything. Koba. Parc de Nyokolo Koba. It's a tourist attraction. That could be quite useful here. See if we can see anything else. What are the vibes? I don't know, quite eastern, I think. I found it. Okay, nice. So we should be around here somewhere. Are we actually in that town? Let's find out here. He's guessed, so I assume he knows. We're going east. I mean, this should be good enough. And okay, well, it's actually... Oh, we were just entering it, of course. That makes more sense. He didn't find it, but he is still closer. 1.6 times damage now. We're in Belgium. The language is Dutch. And I don't think that says the place name. Kemmel, maybe? Oh no, yeah, Kemmelstraat. We're in a small town called Kemmel here. Can't be bothered, I'm gonna go here. Okay, where is Kemmel? Let's find out where the beautiful town is. It was actually in the west, and it's called Menin, actually. So it's just the street name or the little suburb. 200 points of damage, yeah. That's why Instaplonk, because Belgium. We got the entire wrong side, and it doesn't even matter in terms of damage. 1.9 now, we are in Kenya. And we appear to be quite western here. He probably knows Kenyan provinces, so I should just guess here. It does feel western though, so I'm pretty confident on that. It was there, and as I said, he knew the place. So there we go. That's a good amount of damage for him, 129. And it's right in the balance on this one. So Figsy's been turning it up a bit. Let's see what happens on round number 6, when the multis are really kicking in now. And we have some, I was going to say Indonesia, but I think it's actually just Taiwan or Hong Kong. No yellow place I can see. Wait, well, I'm actually confused right now. Taiwan, I think. Yeah, Taiwan indeed. Taiwanese poles. Okay, nice. Sometimes they can look rather similar, Taiwan and Hong Kong. Makes me wish that we had Chinese coverage, you know? Makes me really wish that. It would be so cool if we had these kind of roads covered in China. But alas, that probably is not anywhere close to happening. Hey, we got Kazakhstan. I'm not going to complain. Maybe Vietnam soon? Surely. 2.5 times damage now. Let's check it out. And we're in Europe, and we have the Portuguese pavement. Also feels like Portugal. I'm gonna just slam it in here. Oh, we did have southern fancy chimneys there. I was wondering if that's what we were seeing. 600 points of damage. I was almost thinking of going south after I'd guessed. So there we go, 2.8 times damage now. We're in Yucatan Peninsula with these white rock walls. Send it in. And Figsy is, of course, good enough to know that. And it's going to be only 216 points of damage. So, really hanging out for that round with good info is Figsy now. Let's see what happens here. We're back in Mexico. We have coastal insulators. These white insulators are normally found further towards the coast. Now that's interesting. I'm trying to get some architecture here. I actually may go for some extra info, I think. We have lots of prickly pears. Those are really common around Mexico City, but not an absolute clue. I actually do want to get more of an idea of the landscape here, so let's have a look. I think it is close to Mexico City. It shouldn't be too much damage here. Coastal insulators, though. Maybe you would guess here. Maybe you would guess Michoacan. I think that's the state where they're the most common. So I'm going to go right here. I feel like this is a decent guess, actually. Let's see about that, though. When it was actually just right downtown. Okay. Okay, we're exactly even on points here. 3.4 times damage. And we are in Panama here. Now, let's get a pole marking here. He has nothing. I think poles, they normally have something on them to tell you which side of the country it is. That side has nothing. This side, also nothing. Okay, I got more of a west vibe here. Let's get into the country. Put our marker down. This should be a good enough guess, I think. And it was west. I should have gone all the way, but you know, it's hard to commit. Even if you have health to spare, it's hard to commit. But we're basically exactly even. 3.6999999999999997 damage here, and we are in maybe Washington here. I thought. Ooh, interesting bollards with a square on top. Or is it actually a diamond bollard? Let's see here. I mean, I've been known to get the diamond bollards wrong before, but is that more of a square or more of a diamond? It's kind of a diamond, which would put us in Montana. It looks more like Wyoming or even like western, eastern, like Oregon or Washington here. I'm gonna go max north Wyoming here. I think that's best. And okay, it was Montana. Damn it! Oh, when I trusted it works, when I don't, it doesn't. Or the other way around. But yeah, that's unfortunate. We could have almost knocked him out there. And we're on to quadruple damage now. Let's see what happens here. Next, we have Turkey. We have these street signs, which I'm not familiar with. I think I should probably just guess once I have a vibe. Roofs are definitely tiled. Kind of feels more northern, more western Turkey here. I want to go back to this street so I can see the Gen 4 car. So we have no car. That's more common in the west of Turkey. We also have 2023 copyright. I think this is like not too far from Istanbul in my opinion. I'm going to go in Golchuk here. Okay, nice. We got the real good vibes there. And that is going to be almost it, I reckon. Yeah, almost. Figsy hanging on by a thread, but you never know what the next round's going to be. You never know when Indo's going to pop up, which it hasn't been. Here we have a bit of Ghana, okay. Kind of felt quite southern to me here. I'm just going to slam it in. This is we've had a British house. Look at that. Union Jack house. That's a crazy one. Okay, he holds on. He holds on. I had to go a bit further north to knock him out. 163. Yeah, if I 5k'd that, it would have been all over. But we're on to 4.6 times damage now. Let's check it. Going to be in Germany, I would say. So one check you can do to see if it's Luxembourg, apart from the copyright, is to see how many pins are on here. If it has 1 and 2, then it's going to be Germany. If it has 3, it's going to be Luxembourg. If you're in that 50-50, let's get out to some signage, I reckon, or to some landscape. Okay, this is what we're looking at. Dead flat and slightly northern vibes, I would say. Let's go around here. Oh, it's very, very even distance here. Should have just gone more middle. And Figsy holds on. Okay, come on, Figsy. Do you have what it takes, man? Let's see what we get here. And it's going to be a bit of Argentina action. Huge mountains west here. White car, very common in Cajamarca or Catamarca. I can't remember which it is. Very red road here as well. And it's actually bluish, whitish car. Those mountains were definitely the Andes. They were way too big to be Cordoba mountains. I think I would go Catamarca here. Maybe like around here. Maybe. That could make a lot of sense to you. I'm gonna go for it. Oof, it was 2024. I realized too late there. Just Mendoza, which I wasn't thinking anyway, so 2,000 points of damage. Oh, I was too hasty and too reliant on the Google car there. Didn't even check copyright. That was just silly. But let's see what I got next here. 5.8 2 times damage in Gibraltar? That's what I thought here. Looks like we have yellow rear plates, so yeah, should just be Gibraltar here. Oh yeah, we have the white tipped antenna, which is exclusive to Gibraltar and southern Spain. And it was there, and Figsy, well, he does a bit of damage. 5.5. We're in Senegal. Okay, we could be in trouble here. It's kind of bushfire-ish coverage. I associate more with like the north. This road is going west, but slightly northwest. Trying to like visualize that angle. Let's get it up here. So that's that angle. I thought maybe that we are just like out here somewhere. It's a bit risky though, isn't it? Probably if I wanted to be sensible, I'd just hedge it in the middle of the country, but I want to go for that. Sibasor. Oof. I did not have time to change my mind, and that is going to be GG's, I think. Yeah, a bit of a silly guess there. I probably could have just gone in the middle, but I did actually think it was there, so that's fair enough. Figsy does it. Bit of a comeback there. That was a nice one. Let's go talk to the man and congratulate him on his win. GG's Figsy. Got me in the end there.
Yeah. GG's. What a game, man. That was awesome.
That was a fun one. Bro, I was clueless on the Argentina, though. That was a bit silly. Shouldn't have...
Yeah, honestly, I seen the blue algae and I thought it was Mexico until I seen the plate last second. So I got lucky there.
Right. Okay, so Figsy, thank you so much for joining me. Guys, go ahead and subscribe to Figsy. Link down below. And any last message to the people before we end off here, Figsy?
I hope you guys enjoyed the regionals. Looking forward to seeing you hosting again, man. It'll be awesome. And good luck in the Asian qualifiers coming up later in the year.
Thank you very much, my friend. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Hope you guys enjoyed this concept. If you want to see more of it, I'm thinking next time we might do against, what's the one? Masters Division. 2 Masters against me. I think that would be a good video. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.